Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Tuesday's Market SITREP. Apologize that we didn't have an MMO yesterday, a Monday market outlook. I got a good look at socialized medicine down at the Balscom Palmer Eye Institute down in Miami. Had to go in there through the emergency room and some stuff, and what an absolute shit show. And it's pretty comical to see Democrats running today on fixing healthcare. You were the ones that broke it. If you're stupid enough to vote for somebody who says they're going to fix healthcare after they were the party that broke it, remember, not one Republican, not one voted for that thing in the House, and every Democrat did. So vote for us to fix the thing that we broke. Yeah, you can't fix stupid. And here's what's comical, guys. Where did you hear this? Where did you hear, look at this, back in April, a blue wave is coming and Trump's going to get absolutely destroyed in the midterms, to right now I'm choking on my popcorn as I sit here and watch the mainstream media fumble all over themselves going, yeah, this isn't looking so good. So they never fix the polls. It's the same polling company. And if you got 20 minutes to sit down and talk to a pollster about stuff, you're not a Republican. Okay, so I'm calling it again. I predicted President Trump would win and the market would rally, and I was laughed at. I'm telling you, there ain't no red wave or a blue wave, whatever the hell it's called, down here in Florida. Yesterday, as I sat in the hospital trying to look on my cell phone, it was comical just to see local media switching like, wow, and a really big surge out of the blue. It ain't out of the blue, folks. You're still lying. You would have thought that they would have learned their lesson last time. I not only think the Republicans keep the House, but I think they pick up 3 to 4 Senate seats. 3. Minimum 4 on the outside chance. This is, and it's insane, guys. So why am I starting with this rant? Because the market really doesn't care. As of tonight, once something is known, it's known, right? It's going to be known tonight, and then we get off to the races. We have a lot to look forward to going ahead. We have the Iranian sanctions that kicked in Monday, which, obviously flying underneath the radar because the mainstream media is hell-bent on telling you not to go vote because it's going to be some sort of blue wave. We have the Iran. The president is settling in for a long, cold war with Iran, and I wouldn't use the word cold. I'd use the word hot. Iran has killed up to 1,000 U.S. service personnel. That's an act of war. The last time I checked, killing 1,000 U.S. service personnel is war. But, all of our quote-unquote allies that we've given waivers, not happy with the president at all with this, by the way. Not happy at all with the president giving waivers to like 8 of our allies. First of all, our enemies, China, India, you name them, we'll buy even more oil to stick it to us from Iran. Why'd you give waivers to all these other countries, Mr. President? It looks stupid. You look stupid. China came out with some PMI the other day, 28-month lows. So we're going to talk here at 1 o'clock here, actually just in a couple minutes, about what's going on in China. It was comical last week. The president looked awful. He looked desperate to get a deal done, trying to pull a rabbit out of his hat. Friday was one of the funniest days I've seen in a while. We woke up to the futures and the market up on, pre-market news that the president was telling cabinet members to, start crafting deal statements that we have with China. And then at noon, Larry Kudlow was running around saying, that's not true. We're not even talking to the Chinese. And then the president, running out to his helicopter later in the day, said, that Larry's not right. We are going to get some huge deal done. It looked awful. And if I could pull up a chart of the FXI, since E-Trade isn't working right now, I'd show you that I'd be selling into this pop right now on FXI. We're going to talk about that. So stocks are a little bit higher, folks. The shock would be Republicans winning, right? I am absolutely convinced that Democrats winning the House is priced into the election. If they win, we get maybe a little bit of a, oh boy, pullback, and then we head higher. Next target is the G20 summit and then the Fed in December. If Republicans win, that's not priced in, and it's a rip your face off rally. That is exactly what is going to happen. So I'm telling you, folks, we do have a packed calendar. The Iranian sanctions, we got the G20 summit, and we have people beating the shit out of each other to save $20 on flat screen TVs at Walmart coming up. So the VIX right now, volatility is starting to come in. I just sent out a weekly options trade via email, and actually it's not coming up because E-Trade's pricing isn't working, but selling a VXX bear call spread, the 36.37 out to Friday. But this is going to be the fly in the ointment. even if the Republicans win and things are great again and yay, 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 the Fed's going to be this stick in the mud. December, they're going to raise rates. It's listening to their guidance. What they say in December they're going to do. Are they going to be regimental and not put the blinders on and screw President Trump, which is what they're doing, more or less, right? Jerome Powell got some great advice from his former colleague there at the Fed. What's her name? The old grandmother, Fed lady, whatever. She more or less, with the president taking shots at the Fed recently, Bernanke and what's her name? Of course, once you're not in that position anymore, you can say whatever the hell you want. But it's going to be interesting, guys. This is early voter turnout surges as Republicans hold a lead in battleground states. You're not going to see. Look at MSNBC today. They put the Florida governor's race vote total graphic a little bit early on screen. That Andrew Gillum wins with 49.4% of the vote. Who thinks that was a mistake? You honestly think that's a mistake? If you have, what time's your ship get back to Mars? Because this is insane. The media are lying, the polls are lying, and Americans are going to have their say. They do not want higher taxes. They do not want open borders. They do not want thousands of potential criminals. And oh, by the way, the last report I heard was there was a couple thousand men from the Middle East, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, some Afghanis mixed into the caravan coming north. So if you're so keen on those folks getting in this country, do me a favor and email me and let me know how many you're personally taking into your home, right? Just leave your door open, first of all. Don't find out who they are. Just open your door and let me know how that turns out for you. If you are like that, you're an idiot. So I got to get going. I got to see what's going on with the E-Trade platform here, and I'll see everybody at 1 o'clock for a joint weekly options and primary live trade brief. God bless.